budget. 15 minutes too long. And less welcome than an invite backstage at the BBC. Enjoy the Marlow Christmas Message 2012.
Oh, hi everyone, it's that time of year. Let me turn my radio off. It's Christmas! It's time for the Marlow Christmas Message. All the news from Marlow Towers and the surrounding area.
Yes, we're still operating a no-card policy, part of an effort to save the planet through pointless gestures.
By just doing this Christmas message instead of cards, we've saved half a tree over the last few years. In the last 60 seconds, China has pumped out enough pollution to gas 160,000 puppies, but...
So we have tried, and Innes has been particularly trying this year.
But let's bring you some news.
2012 has been a year of great change, no more so than at home.
For economic reasons, we're making better use of our resources. This shed, for instance, was previously used for storage, but it makes a really good bachelor pad.
It's important in a relationship that individuals retain their own interests.
I like football and music and having shed parties.
I like watching Holby, Come Dine With Me, MasterChef and EastEnders without an annoying commentary from alongside.
2012 has also been a year of learning.
Some people take lessons on board and know when not to speak.
They say you can learn something every day. For instance, if you say to someone, "Can I spend 150 grand on an ex-works Quattro?" and they say, "Do whatever you want," apparently that doesn't always mean yes.
It's been a busy year. We've embraced the Jubilee and the Olympics, and I went to the velodrome.
I watched it on TV until next door pulled the curtains.
I met some Olympians.
I got quite wet and cold.
I met Hugh Bonneville.
I had some Bourneville.
But it wasn't all fun. Innes has had a few more football injuries, and at his age it's hard to shrug them off.
And Alison completed the Great South Run. Well, she probably will do sometime soon.
But the main event of the year was our TV appearance.
Hello Dragons, my name is Innes Marlow.
I'm up.
And this is my business partner Alison. Together we are Easy Life Products, and we're after £309,000 of your money for 2% of one of the divisions in a bit of our business.
Sometimes in life the simplest answer is the best, so we've developed a range of products that simply make life easier.
We've all suffered that problem. You want to do some gardening, but there's something audio based on the TV that you want to listen to, perhaps music or sport. Before we launched the Channel Hop 4000 GT remote fork, you'd have had to resort to the iPlayer, but with our unique Blu-ray and TTL dedicated system, you can listen to audio based TV programmes from the comfort of the vegetable patch without having to go inside to adjust stuff.
No more worries about muddy boot prints on the carpet. With our product you can dig both vegetables and the hit parade.
The 4000 GT is more than a tool, it's a lifestyle.
And it's one to aspire to.
An integrated remote control system sits flush to the fork's handle, and if we develop one that runs on batteries, it'll probably have less wires as well.
But it's not just aesthetically pleasing.
This compact and beautifully engineered total gardening system also very much ticks the green box.
It saves electricity because the microchips in the remote will operate any television within 100 metres, so you can actually switch on and listen to your neighbour's TV, thus lowering your own utility bills.
Why not use a radio, I hear you say? Well, of course that would be another way of doing it.
The Channel Hop division is one we're seeking investment for, but we're developing other products all the time, and we're happy to let you have an exclusive look at a development model.
We've all had that problem. You go to play golf to avoid a loveless relationship and you find yourself in a bunker.
Suddenly you're hungry and thirsty, yet you can't concentrate on that difficult shot.
Well, we have solved that problem with the Caddy Caddy Tea-Off Tea and Toasty Sandwich Sandwich.
This unique designer club and rate combo incorporates a temperature-controlled drink dispenser, a toaster and an emergency designer tin opener.
The great thing about the Caddy Caddy Tea-Off Tea and Toasty Sandwich Sandwich is that at one end you've got the golf club for when you're trying to play your shot out of the bunker. At the other end you have the rake for sorting out the sand. But in the meantime, you have the full hot drinks dispenser, you've got a tin opener that's built in there, and of course you've got the all-important toaster that fires up immediately and means that you will never... Oh, hang on, let me try and switch the flame off. That's it.
And it's fully sand resistant.
So you will never have to again go hungry in a bunker. This is just a development project at the moment, so it's not part of our business, but we hope to progress that into the leisure market over the next couple of years. I recently had a very good meeting with a man who works at an internationally renowned supermarket. They have 475 stores in the UK alone. He's shown great interest in our product, and I think that a very big order is likely to follow.
And he also did a very good job cleaning the car while we shopped.
So, without much further ado, we would very much like to entertain any of the questioning on our plans that you might like to have to put before us, particularly about the Channel Hopper 4000 GT. Thank you. Excuse me, or can we put these down? That's really uncomfortable to hold.
Put this on as well.
Yeah.
Who designed this?
Yeah, I did, with help from the guys who did the logo for London 2012.
Presumably that's not patentable, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, Innes has some paperwork.
Can you just tell me a bit about yourself?
Well, I'm Taurus with Mercury rising, which means I'm determined but playful and pensive.
And I like baking.
An awkward opening exchange, and the pair's nerves have yet to settle. So how will they fare under the scrutiny of Peter Jones?
I get it, and I think it's clever.
Thank you. The bank said that too when I tried to extend the overdraft.
And how much money do you owe?
About 200k.
And have you got any loans in the business?
Yeah, quite a few. I don't really know how much.
There's that big one from the doorstep lender.
Yeah, was that about 30 or 40k?
What's the interest rate on it?
20, 30%.
I think the product looks brilliant, and I can see people buying it because I think it's appealing, it looks quite cool, but I am slightly concerned over this patent.
Don't worry, Pete, I can get this printed on much better quality paper.
The ink was running low.
One, how much money have you put into this so far?
Yes.
And two, how have you funded it?
We're not that great with figures. If there's anything complicated, I might have to contact my business advisor, if that's okay.
So how much turnover did you manage?
Turnover?
Give me some numbers.
I tell you what, I'll ring my business advisor, if that's okay, because he's the guy who will be able to answer these questions. So I'll get him now. Sorry about this, but it'd be better to get it right. It's a bit like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, isn't it? Should we ask the audience? Hi, Rakesh. Yeah, it's Innes. Innes Marlow. No, Innes Marlow. Hello? I think he's been cut off. Actually, you've got some figures. Do you want to?
Yep. Sorry. We've been trading for 3 years. In year one, we turned over £400. That was a loss of £230,000. Year two, we turned over £2,500, a loss of £400,000, and we think we'll turn over about the same this year.
Our projections are that next year we will turn over 1.15 million with a profit of maybe 800,000, and in 2014, which will be the year after that, we'll gross approximately 6 million, and the profit, well, I'll probably be most of that, actually, won't it?
Tell me, how much are you making them for?
These, I'm not sure, about £8,000.
£8,000.
I think it looks good. What's your market?
We'd like to go to Bursledon car boot sale on Sunday and Gosport Market on Monday.
Fareham is Monday.
And Gosport's another day.
But yeah, is it Thursday?
I don't know.
thought we were going to go to Fair Oak and Bridge Mary.
I've been sitting here struggling with it because I think you're not clear exactly which market.
Fareham is not a car boot sale, that's just the market. Bursledon is actually a car boot and market.
Actually, you don't really understand the marketplace you're entering. Your knowledge is exceptionally weak. You've done no real market research.
Let me stop you there, Pete. I've been to both Fair Oak and Fareham markets, and when I went to Bursledon, I drew a map as well. And can you get them? So look, you can see Fareham Market. We've quite clearly researched Bursledon as well. We've marked where the car parks are. I don't know how much the pitch is, we didn't ask anyone, but there's a good spot there in Fareham, so we do know the markets, and I can tell you that when I went, no one was selling products like this.
I look a bit stupid now, I take it back.
An untapped market will often be pound signs in the eyes of an investor. But something looks to be troubling Hilary DeVay.
What's the shareholding of the business currently?
We each own 22.5% and Miggins owns 6.4%.
Sorry?
The business totals about 23 different parties, consortiums, individuals and trust funds from both the UK and the Isle of Wight.
What are you going to do the next 12 months?
If we can get the funding, we'll probably have a nice holiday. I've also seen a nice Impreza that's fully stacked up. It's 31,000, but it has got all the right bits on it.
31,000.
That's why it's important that we get this to market this year.
The couple reveal a shrewd and ambitious streak, with their pragmatic approach to the future of their business. And Deborah Meaden knows this market very well.
I think you're doing a good job. So when you've actually spent this money, how many will you be able to do a week?
At least 3.
The actual tooling process is quite messy.
We can't afford overalls, we can't justify the expense. So at the moment I have to strip to my pants, and using a high pressure jet washer and soapy foam I strip off the wood to create the cradle for the remote. Many a time I'm in the shed, I'm in the industrial unit, in what must look like a wet t-shirt contest, but for pants.
I want to be there when you make it.
You might get wet and soapy.
It doesn't matter. Does it matter?
Okay, well, we'll bear that in mind. Thank you. Any other comments?
You've got a brilliant product. It's really unusual. It excites me.
And we want to be top dogs in the marketplace.
Go to Harrods on a Sunday and they now sell doggy cupcakes. And there are queues to buy those doggy cupcakes. And I was recently in Miami and I was amazed to see doggy ice cream selling equally as much as normal ice cream.
Well, perhaps one day we'll get into Harrods, and when we'll do, I'll have a doggy cupcake.
What about Boots, the Superdrug, there's Lloyd's? What about them?
I believe they're chemists. Anyway, enough rambling. Who's going to invest?
Deborah?
So I'm going to offer you all the money. I want 45% of the business.
Okay, excuse us for one moment. She runs a campsite, which basically means she owns a field and she's rubbish at farming. I think we'd be much better off with Pete.
It's a lot of money though.
It's a lot of equity she wants too.
Yeah, well you do what you want then.
Well, I am the boss.
Yeah, right.
Thank you, Debs. We might be back to you in a moment, but we probably want Pete actually, so if you'd like to sit tight anyway.
I'm very sorry, but I'm out.
Whatever. Good luck with your campsite.
Jealous now, aren't you? I think instinctively this product is great, and I did when I saw it. I really like you. I think you are incredibly credible. I think you'd be great fun to work with as well.
I'll counter that offer.
I wrote down, which is the offer that I was going to make to you, and it's the offer that I will make to you.
No thanks.
And I'd be more than happy to split that offer with Theo.
No thanks. I'll tell you what, we're off now. Just get our stuff and get out of here, bunch of weirdos.
But you are a pure, out and out punt.
Yeah, same to you.
Stick to your day job.
Innes continues to develop products from his innovative business unit, and 2013 is going to be a big year for the family.
So, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I hope you're going to celebrate like we are with family and friends.
Not necessarily in that order.
Can I go back to my shed now?
Go on then. You might get wet and soapy.
No, not in a funny way, in a slightly we're scared of you because you're a pervert.
All right, okay. Through pointless gestures, I can't. It's just I'm gonna have to change that line. I cannot remember it or read it. Some people take lessons on board and know when not to speak.
That was dead eyes, wasn't it?
Don't
read it.
I can't help it. I'm reading.
Well, don't.
But I can't remember it.
And one word.